about PGP. So here we are going to talk about the SET, which is Secure Electronic Transaction. So we'll start. It is from Unit 4. The topic is from Unit 4. So here there are different electronic transactions which we require to do. Again, we are using Flipkart, Amazon, and other things are there. But 10, 20 years back, the internet transactions are very when we require to do the financial transactions, it is not too safe. So Visa and Mastercard, which came with some solution, which they used to call as a SET. So this is kind of algorithm, or you can say the encryption technique. Using that, again, you can do the secure electronic transaction. So what is SET? The SET is open encryption and security specification designed to protect credit card transaction on the internet. SET is an effect of set of protocol for the ensuring security and confidentiality. SET is relative new standards. It is first used in 1996 and it is proposed by the Visa and Mastercard. Requirement that SET must accomplish. So there are different requirements what SET is to fulfill. It should provide a confidentiality for ordering and payment information, ensuring the integrity of the all transmitting data, provide authentication that cardholder is legitimate users of credit card account, provide authentication that merchant can accept credit card transaction through its relationship with the financial institute. So we'll see one by one, okay, all the points. So here there are some key features of the SET. Now the confidentiality of the information, integrity of data, cardholder account authentication, and merchant authentication. These are the things which we require to see. Okay, see basically when we are buying something, so that time again there is a the customer is there and there is a merchant. Okay, there are two people. There are only two people are there, but again not only two people, but there are different things are there. Okay, so one of the thing is again merchant. Okay, so who is going to sell and the customer is going to purchase. Okay, and there are different things come across, so that we are going to check. So here first is confidentiality of information, means how the information is going to be confidential, how it is to be secure. So the credit card holder person and the payment information, when we are purchasing with the credit card, so that time we have to give some information, or with another any other card. So that time what we have to give is the card, there is a expiry date of card, there is a name of card, there is a number of card at the back end of card. At the back side of the card again there is a three numbers are three digit number is there, so that we used to again give it online to the merchant side, and again with the name. Okay, so that this kind of thing which again when we require a transaction, so this is what the payment information we used to give. And again if we are purchasing with obviously we are giving payment, so we are purchasing, so there is a purchase information, means if we are buying something, so that by what we are the list of what we require to buy, so that again the purchase information. So there are two type of information what it again produce. So those information can be again you require to again confidential. You have to keep those information confidential. So how we are going to put those information confidential? So there are different algorithm what we are going to use. So here the SET is one of the algorithm which we are going to use to again maintain this confidentiality. So again, the integrity of data means again you just have to find out okay, the data should be integrated. Integrity of data should be maintained. How? So if nobody is going to again change that data, what the user is sending, that same data is going to receive by the receiver. So that what we choose integrity. So how we are going to maintain integrity? So there is a RSA digital, as we again studied RSA. So that RSA digital, which is asymmetric algorithm. Okay, so RSA digital signature, SHA, which is again hash. Okay, so message digest algorithms are there. So using that again, we are going to provide the message integrity. So here, in secure electronic transaction, okay, so that what we call as SET. There are different participants. Wait, can you hear me properly? Yeah, you can message. So again, I can. Yeah. Okay, fine, fine, fine. So here there are different participants. So who are those participants? Cardholder. Cardholder is there who is having card and who required to purchase the things from the merchant. Again, second one is merchant who is going to sell those things to the again cardholder, issuer, acquire, payment gateway, and certificate authority. I'm going to again explain one by one all those things. The cardholder is one of the authorized holder of the payment card who is having Master or Visa card and they're having issued by the issuer. Okay, so again, Mastercard or Visa card companies used to issue those again cards. So those issuer can issue those card to the card holder. Merchant is the person or the organization who has things to sell to the card holder. The merchant that accept credit card must have relationship with the acquirer. So acquirer is again I'm going to tell you what is who is acquirer. Now, issuer. Okay, issuer is you can say any bank or this is a financial institute such as a bank that provides the card holder with the payment card. Now, acquire. Okay, this is the financial institute that establish an account with the merchant and process credit card authorized payments, and the acquirer provides authorization to the merchant that gives card account is active and that proposed purchase does not exceed to the credit limit. See, acquire means again, the merchant is having only one bank account in any one bank, but again the card holder is going to pay with a different kind of again the card holder having different kind of banks account and they going to pay with the different bank accounts. So that time all the things are deposited into the merchant bank account, which is one account only. Okay, so the acquirer is the thing who is going to again give the facility. So again, that is going to take care about all those things. Not only that, but again, he's going to check the again if you're using credit card. So again, he's going to check the credit limit. You're not again exceed. You're not buying with the exceed credit limit. So again, he's going to deny your transaction amount. All those things is happening in acquire. So here this is a payment gateway. Now, the payment gateway is a function that can be undertaken by the acquirer or some third party that process merchant payments message. Again, you must have seen when you are again, there are exam forms which you have filled. Okay, in uh, that time again you saw the different things. Okay, like there are some different payment gateways which we have provided to you. So there are different payment gateways are there, and those payment gateway interfaces between the set means secure transaction. Okay, and it's and the existing bank card payment network for the authorization on the payment functions. There are different payment gateways which are available nowadays in India, which like you must have seen all those things: Instamojo, EVS, PayPal, PhonePesa, CC Avenue, Atom Paynet, Paytm. Okay, when you started your transaction at that time, this kind of Paytm and Paynet and PhonePesa used to PayPal used to appear on your screen. Okay, and they used to do the transaction for you and the third party. Okay, so this is the third party basically, and they used to do the transaction. So this is what we call as a payment gateway. Okay, so this is again the certification authority. This is one of the certification authority. X509 is one of the certification authority which used to provide the public key certificates to the card holder, to the merchant, and the payment gateway. Why we required all those public key that we are going to check in next slides. So here, how it works. Okay, this is the general diagram which we are going to check. So here, what the customer is going to do. The customer is going to browse and decide what to purchase on site on anything else. Okay, so he's having card and again he's going to browse and he decide to purchase from what the merchant. There are many merchant on different sites like Amazon and Flipkart and all. So there are different merchants from those merchants. He try to purchase something. After that, the set sends the order and payment information. Then you customer is going to send the secure electronic transaction. He's going to send the information, order information, what he required to purchase, and the payment information where he is going to give the credit card number and his name and other things. And after that, what the merchant does? So merchant is forwarding the payment information to the merchant bank. Here, the merchant bank is the who's where the merchant having account. Okay, so merchant is forwarding payment information to the bank. Now bank is going to check. Now the customer is not from the merchant bank only. That is not necessary. So again, what the merchant bank is going to do? The bank checks with the issuer of the payment authorization, which is again this Visa kind of thing. Okay, the customer bank or the issuer is there. So Visa and other institutes are there. So this bank checks with the issuer payment, and if the user is again using this Visa card, so bank is going to check issuer payment authorization. Is he authorized for the payment from with this card? They are going to check. Who is going to check? Merchant bank is going to check. After that, if the customer is authorized, so they are going to issue authorized payment. So they are going to issue the authorizing payment to the merchant bank. So the bank is going to authorize for the take payment from this, and it is deposited into the merchant bank. After this, the bank is going to authorize the payment after merchant complete the order, and again he is going to give the merchant capture a transaction, and then those transaction or whatever the things happen in between the customer and merchant, so those issuer send the credit card bill to the customer. So basically this credit card which the customer is using, so this again from the bank what they deposited into the bank, this credit card deposited money into the bank, so the bill of credit card is again given to the customer. So this is the overall idea of SET. Okay. So in this, there are different things. Okay, now we are going to again go into detail. So here the SET is a dual required dual signature. So when the customer is there, so customer again, as I told you before, the customer is going to create two messages. Okay, those what are those messages? First is order information. Order means whatever you are purchasing, that what is called as a order information, and the customer which again send it by from the customer to merchant. Okay, and second is the payment information. Payment information required uh, to the bank. Okay, so customer is sending the payment information to the bank. Okay, now here what happened with the dual signature, you are going to authenticate. Okay, the limit information of a need to know basic. Merchant does not, when we are sending both information to merchant, so we are going to send in this way that merchant is not going to get any information about your credit card or your credit card number or any other information about your credit card, but he is going to know about only what the purchase, what you want to purchase, so that is order information, and the information which is payment information, PI, which only again can be cracked or can be again seen by bank only. Okay, so how it is work, so that we are going to check in next slides. So first, here the dual signature. The dual signature is what? The dual signature is again for authentication, okay, and for the integrity. So there is again, you must have seen in last lecture, which when we saw the digital signature. Digital signature is what? When any private key is used to encrypt the message, so that what we call as a, in short, we used to call it a digital signature. So here, when we are using again private key, but again we are encrypting the message two times, so that what we call a dual signature. So here, how the dual signature? So this is what the user side. Okay, now user side is there, customer who is required to purchase something. Okay, at his side, this thing is going to happen. This is what we call it a dual signature. So here, PI. PI is a payment information, okay, which again generated by the customer who required to purchase. OI is a order information, again, which is again generated by the customer and which is there. Okay, now this is the user side, okay, the customer side. Now what the customer is going to do, this is what we call a dual signature. So the payment information is hashed, okay, and generated hash code that we used to call as a PIMD. PIMD is a again payment information message digest. Okay, here again the order information which is again hashed by both hash used SHA-1 algorithm. Using SHA-1 algorithm, hash code is generated for the OI also, order information, and then that hash code is generated. So again, for the purchase, payment information is generated, and order information, both information are hashed and hash code are generated, and both hash code appended, and this appended hash code again hashed. Okay, so again there is a SHA-1 algorithm used, and both hash code again appended and again implemented hash algorithm on it, and hash code is generated. That hash code what we call as a POMD, payment order message digest. Both hash code contained into POMD, that we call as a payment order message digest, and this payment order message digest is encrypted with the key which is KRC, which is customer private signature. Okay, this is the again you can use RSA also. So here using customer private key, this POMD information is encrypted, and that we used to call as a dual signature. Yes, all of you clear with the dual signature? Okay. Okay, now this is what we call a dual signature. Okay, so here there are two information. Any difficulties, please? Anyone? Is it clear till now? Again, we have to move forward. Yes, no difficulties in dual signature. Okay, so we'll move forward. Okay, so here the payment information, this is order information. We are going to hash those both codes, and then hash code which we used to have PIMD and OIMD. This is what the payment information message digest, order information message digest, that we are going to append. Again, a hash algorithm we are going to implement. So we are going to get POMD, that is again the hash code. That hash code we are going to encrypt with the user or the customer's private key, and that encrypted message we are going to get is used to call as a dual signature. Okay, fine. Now see here, this is what the purchase request. Okay, this is how the purchase request created. Now at the initial state, the request created by the user. So there are different things which is going to happen in purchase request that we are going to see first. Okay, so here not only see, this is the customer side. Now this is what the customer used to develop, all those things. Okay, so here this is the payment information. This what we used to call the PI. This is payment information. This how we used to create dual signature in the last slide we saw how to create a dual signature. So this is dual signature. This is OIMD. OIMD is again uh, order information message digest. Okay, so this is what the OIMD. So this, okay, PI, okay, this is the payment information, dual signature, order information message digest. Now here the only text which is payment information is not encrypted, okay, which is not hashed, which is plain, dual signature is there, and order information is again hash code which is there. So these three are again encrypted, okay, encrypted with one private key that we call as a KS. Okay, K is a private symmetric key. So both party required this KS. Okay, this KS which we required to encrypt this information. Okay, PI, dual signature, and OMD, which is encrypted as KS, and this KS we require to send to, again, we require to share the key, because again the receiver required this key. Okay, so this key again we are going to encrypt. This key we are going to encrypt with the bank. Please remember this key, we are this private key which we are again used for encrypting this message, which is payment information, dual signature, and OIMD. This key again we are going to encrypt with the public key of bank. Okay, with the public key of bank, and which again we are going to get in this digital envelope. So this is what the digital envelope, where we are having the encrypted key. Okay, this KS private key which we are going to encrypt, and this is again resides in digital envelope. And this the PI, which is payment information, dual signature, and OIMD, which we are going to encrypt, and which again generated over here. So this is the encrypted message with the private key which we are going to generate over here. At the user side, user is going to produce all those things. Customer side, customer when start purchase request, that time this kind of thing used to generate. So this is encrypted thing, digital envelope. PIMD. Okay, now PIMD is a payment information master digest, which is a digest hash key, which is there. Order information, dual signature, and cardholder certificate. Now, again, I told you there are different authorities used to give the certifications where it provide the public key. Okay, the public key of the customer, and the customer public key can be used in different ways. Okay, that we are going to check how it can be used. Okay, now here this all information, okay, this from this is what how we are going to get when I just told you, this is how we are going to get encrypted thing digital envelope is again key is this private key is encrypted with the bank public key, and this again resides into the digital envelope. PIMD, order information, dual signature, and card holder certificate means public key of the the card holder or the customer is again here, that can be sent it to the merchant side. Okay, all the things are again going to get by merchant. Okay, merchant is going to receive all those things, and merchant is going to use only order information, dual signature, and certificate, and this, okay, this encrypted message which again having the payment information digital envelope can be used by only bank, okay, the financial institute. So this is not used by the merchant. Okay, so merchant is going to send this thing to bank. Okay, we'll see in next slide. So this how the merchant authenticate. Okay, so first we'll see how the merchant is going to authenticate the things or the message. Okay, so merchant authentication is there. So here what the merchant is going to get is, see, this is what the merchant is going to get, PIMD. Okay, now PIMD is what? The payment information. Okay, master digest. And the in plain text he's going to get, okay, this is the hash. Okay, PIMD, the merchant is going to get PIMD in hash format. Okay, it doesn't require the payment information, so that comes into the hash format. He cannot read the information, only hash code is generated, which is going to get payment information. What he can read is order information, OI, which is readable format. So payment information is appended with in again. This is what the merchant is going to do. Merchant is going to get PIMD order information. That order information is hashed and generate a hash code, which is to call as a order information message digest, and which is appended with PIMD. As we seen before, if we are appending PIMD and OIMD, and if we are implementing hashing algorithm, we are going to get POMD, which is again same as a dual signature. So see, the merchant is going to get order information, which is a plain text. He is going to hash this thing, and again hash code is generated, which is appended with the hash code which already we have at the payments at the merchant side, which is PIMD. So that is a payment information message digest that we are going to again append, and again applying hash code, so we are going to get POMD. So here with the dual signature, what we have, the dual signature which is encrypted, okay, with what, see, basically here you can see the dual signature which is encrypted with the the private key. Okay, so here what we require to do is again the here the KUC, which is customer public signature. Using customer public signature, we are going to decrypt the things. Okay, so here the key, there is a card holder certificates authority which gives you the public key. Using that public key, we are going to decrypt the things. So after decrypting, what we are going to get is POMD. Here again, what we are going to get at the merchant side, POMD. So merchant is going to again compare both POMD. If both POMD are same, then the customer can authenticate the user, and he is going to check the integrity of the message also. Okay, so how it is work. Okay, so at the customer side, he's going to have the order, but again, see, order is there, and he's going to take order and then do whatever again the things what he wants to do. But other than that, again, he required to check authentication and integrity. So how he is going to check the authentication and integrity? Now, the second thing is again the bank is going to get this information. Okay, bank is going to get this information. This is what, again, you can check over here. This is okay. What the bank is going to get is a payment information, dual signature, and order information message like this. So that bank is going to get, which is encrypted with the private key, and this private key is again encrypted with a public key of bank, and this is again given. So this public key is again in digital, uh, private key encrypted with the public key resides into the digital envelope, and this message is again encrypted, which is again the bank is going to get. Okay, so merchant is going to send all this information to the bank. So What the bank does, so bank is again what he's going to do is going to decrypt this message. How he's going to decrypt this message? So he required a private key. This private key required, this private key resides over here, but this private key is again encrypted with the public key of bank. So using bank, what is bank is going to do, bank is going to implement here on digital envelope, he's going to implement the private key. So he can again decrypt, by decrypting this digital envelope, the bank is going to get the this private key, and using this private key, bank is going to decrypt. Sorry, bank is going to decrypt this message, and after decryption, what the bank is going to get is this: the payment information, dual signature, and OIMD. Again, bank is going to authenticate the things. How bank is going to authenticate the things? So again, he's going to same thing as the merchant does. So PI again, it is going to implement. Bank is going to get this thing. Okay, after decryption, bank, what the bank is going to get is the payment information, which is in readable format, dual signature, and OIMD. So bank again implement hash algorithm. Again, from dual signature, he's going to, bank is going to get both keys, and OIMD again there is there. So PI plus OIMD, which is appended together, and it is going to check the hash, again PI and OIMD, which is appended together, and again implemented hash. And after hashing, whatever result is going to get, that they are going to check with the dual signature. Okay, and if those signature both result hash keys are same, then that message is authenticated from the user, what they are going to check. Okay, so here the bank, what the bank is going to get, and how the customer is going to get. So this is how these things are working in SET. So this is what we see what as a